Okay, here we are still in pentool101.ai, or a blank document actually would be fine. Let's get or squeeze a little bit more control out of this pen tool. Let's click on it and hold, and you will see we do have other features to the pen tool. We can add anchor points to an existing shape, obviously. We can delete them if we don't want them, and we can convert them. Now, converting means taking a straight point and making it a smooth or vice versa. Let's do this. Let's tear it off by clicking here and move it over so we can get to them quickly. Don't have to do that, but that's kind of neat. And incidentally, if you're using another set of tools, you can have more than one of those if you want it. Let's go to the pen tool and go back to our standard run-of-the-mill simple pyramid by clicking here and coming down to here, coming over to here somewhere. Hold the shift key if you want to keep that straight, and close it off. Okay, that's not too bad. We have a pyramid. Now, if I want to add to the pyramid in terms of anchor points, I want to convert the pyramid into a trapezoid. I would need 2 more anchor points. I could use this tool, get on the line, and add them. If I want to take a point away that already exists, I can use this tool and click on one of the points and take it away. If I want to convert that, say, into a smooth, I can use this tool. Or if it was a smooth, convert it into a straight. But the good news, at least as far as I'm concerned, those tools are nice, okay? I like them. But all of those tools are in the pen tool itself. There's only one difference between using these and using this to do the same thing, is if you use these, the shape that you're working on doesn't have to be selected. You can go right over to it and start adding, subtracting, converting. If you're using the pen tool to do that same feature, that function, the shape has to be selected. That's the only difference. If it's selected, it's going to save you time. So let's not use these. Let's actually just use the pen tool. Our shape is selected. You will notice if I come over here, my cursor will change to a plus sign. Now that's anywhere on the path that there doesn't exist an anchor point. That's it. So if I get right about here and click, I've added an anchor point. Now if I come over here, try to stay as straight as possible, and click again, I've added another one. Now to make this a trapezoid, I need to get rid of this one right here, don't I? So if I touch an existing one, you'll see a negative. And we have a trapezoid, but not perfect, is it? It's a little bit wonky. On the right, it's higher than on the left. Now here's the thing. The last point I worked on after I got rid of that point up there was the one on the right. That actually is now selected as if it's direct selection. And I can use, if I want to do it this way, I can use my arrow keys on that without going to the direct selection tool. So you have the ability to maneuver or manipulate the last point that was worked on while you still have the pen tool selected. Now what about this one? Well, what if I want to round these off, or maybe round these off down here, something like that? If I pick this up, I can, but if you hold down the Alt key, it changes to that tool. So if I come over to this one right here, now here's the only problem. All the other tools, when you touch them, something changes. Like there's the asterisk because it thinks we're doing a new shape. We come over here and it says, oh, you want to get rid of that point. But if we hold the Alt key down, it doesn't do anything. And if you don't get directly on top of the point, it's going to warn you saying, oops, didn't get it, try again. What I like to do is don't hold the Alt key down until you see the cursor change like that. Now you know you're over that point. Now hold the Alt key down. And if I click and drag, I can actually change that point. I can do the same thing over here. I'm going to hold the Alt key down after I see the negative, because that way I know I'm on a point and I'm beginning to change the shape. Now that same tool, if we just click with it, will convert smooth back into straight. So all of the tools that we have here, which are great, there's nothing wrong with them, can be achieved with the pen tool. There is only one major difference. If you're using the pen tool, the shape must be selected. If you're using these tools, it doesn't. You can go to any shape you want to, any object, and actually add, subtract, or convert.